Alright, good morning. So I've actually been hiking for a few hours now. I just haven't really given the intro clip yet and I haven't filmed much, but I've just been hiking in the forest. It's a pretty nice forest. There's a few blowdowns. I'm stepping over a blowdown right here, but nothing too serious. And basically for maybe about like 25 miles or almost 30 miles, the trail is mostly uphill. So it's just like a very, very gradual uphill. So gaining like 5,000 feet of elevation over, I think maybe like 25 miles or something. And then it drops a bit steeper downhill the other side. But yeah, it's strange. I don't think I've had such a gradual, slow climb on this trail so far. It's really easy gaining all this elevation, but like over a very long period of time. And I'm getting very close to Wyoming now. I think it's maybe only about 50 miles to get to Wyoming, so I'll be reaching Wyoming at some point tomorrow for sure, and that's gonna be cool. Finished with Colorado. It's kind of crazy. Been in Colorado for more than a month now, and it's been a really amazing time. But yeah, looking forward to a new state. It's gonna be cool. So I just want to say a huge thank you to Ben, aka Bass Guy. The reason I was calling him Bass Guy is that was the username he used when he commented on my YouTube video, and that's how he introduced himself as Bass Guy. But yeah, his real name's Ben. And yeah, huge thank you is in order, because I mean his generosity is unmatched, unrivaled. It's like, it is amazing how generous and helpful he was. Today is actually the next day now, and I just want to fill in the details of what happened on this day, because I didn't really give an update after a certain point in the morning pretty much. But basically in the morning, we had camped together, so I just started walking down the dirt road, and then a bit later Ben came out and like kind of followed me on the road a little bit, and basically I walked to the end of the dirt road to where it becomes paved road on Highway 14, and at that point it was still the morning, but it was like at least 11 a.m. and then Ben just picked me up and we drove to Steamboat Springs. And as soon as we got to Steamboat Springs, we went and got pizza, and I don't remember the name of the place actually. It's some local like Colorado pizza chain. I think they're called it's like a certain type of pizza called like Coloradan pizza. It was really nice actually. I've never had pizza like that before. The crust is like really big and kind of like crispy on the outside, but actually really doughy and nice on the inside. I've never had pizza crust like that before. It was actually a really nice pizza. So yeah, anyway, that was good. I was really hungry, so it was good to get lunch. And then and then bumped into another hiker. His name is Rockhound, and I originally met him a while ago. I met him in Grants in New Mexico, and I haven't seen him since then. And then Ben drove me to go get my resupply, so I got my resupply on food from Safeway, which is good. It's always nice to get your resupply from like a real big, grocery store where you can get pretty much anything that you want, so that was good. And then Ben drove me all the way back to, where I left off, which was the beginning of Highway 14, where I came off the dirt road and go onto the paved road. So he drove me all the way out there, and that's where I said goodbye, and then I started walking the road. So the rest of the day it was about 11 miles on paved road, and obviously he could have just dropped me off the other end of the road, but like I've said before, I want to have my continuous or connected footsteps the whole way from Mexico to Canada. So yeah, anyway, I walked the paved road and I made it to Rabbit Ears Trailhead, and and I got there at good time, like 8:30, so it was off the road before it got dark, and I basically hiked a little bit on the trail and then set up camp, and that was it for this day. But I really can't stress enough just how generous and helpful Ben really was, because, you know, obviously I don't have a car, so I was going to hitchhike into Steamboat Springs, and this just made things so easy. Like, it was also really cool just hanging out with him. He's a cool guy with loads of like crazy stories about base jumping and all that, so yeah, it was cool just like chatting to him. He's a great guy, you know, I only have good things to say about him, and yeah, so it was cool that he came out and camped with me, and that we got to like hang out a bit, go get lunch together and all that. But also just the fact that, like, you know, we could drive straight to the pizza place and then drive to the Safeway and ski house and all of that. Like, it just made things like so easy, and then he just drives me straight back, so no time waiting, like hitchhiking, none of that like uncertainty or trying to get to different parts in the town. So like, yeah, really easy. And Ben actually has a YouTube channel, so please do go and subscribe to Ben's channel. I'll put a link to his channel in the description box of this video, and maybe a comment as well or something like that, so you can find a link to his channel and go and subscribe, because, you know, as I said, he's really into base jumping, so his videos are all, you know, base jumping videos. You know, like, I think he usually kind of has like a GoPro on his helmet or something like that, or on his head, and yeah, just jumps off crazy stuff, you know, jumping off bridges and antennas and cliffs, and yeah, base jumping videos. So pretty cool stuff, so you should go check those videos out. There have been loads of mosquitoes on the trail today, just kind of constantly running away from mosquitoes. Every time you stop, you just get completely swarmed by them. But honestly, there's been a lot of mosquitoes since before Grand Lake. Everywhere where like you're actually in the forest, seems like there's just mosquitoes everywhere. So just kind of have to deal with it. But when you're hiking, it's actually not too bad. It's basically just, if you want to stop and take a break, you have to be quite selective with the like place on the trail that you choose. If there's a bit of wind, then it's best if you just basically wait until you reach a more exposed area, a little bit kind of out of the forest. But sometimes that's not possible for a long time. Sometimes you're just in the forest, and wherever you stop, there's mosquitoes. Oh well. So that viewpoint was looking pretty much directly east, so I don't think I could see Wyoming. I was trying to see if I could see Wyoming, but I think I'm probably mostly just looking at, east in Colorado. But tomorrow, yeah, hopefully I'll reach Wyoming. That's the plan. And actually, where I started the day today, I was about 60 miles from Wyoming, and I've only actually done about 20 miles today. And I'm actually looking for somewhere to camp now, and I'm still 40 miles away from Wyoming. But I actually did that on purpose, and it sounds completely ridiculous, but I haven't done a 40-mile day in Colorado. At least I'm pretty sure I haven't. I don't think I've even done many days that were above 30, only a few. So I figured it'd be cool to have at least one day where I did 40 miles in Colorado, like have a 40-mile day in each state. I know it's kind of just like an arbitrary goal, but I figured it'd be kind of fun to see if I could do a 40-mile day on my last day in Colorado. So I think I'm going to camp somewhere soon and yeah, get up really early tomorrow and try and quickly hike to Wyoming, hopefully get there before it gets dark, but we'll see if I'm actually capable of that. It's going to be a fun challenge tomorrow.